Kilo Alpha 4 Alpha Tango Tango, North Carolina.
Yes, sir. What's the name there?
Yes, sir. What's the name there?
The name is Sam. Sierra Alpha Mike, Sam.
And that was North Carolina?
And that was North Carolina?
Yes, sir. Right in the middle of North Carolina.
Roger, Roger. We have a hotspot through the Carolinas. When we built our station, we had a mantra that said 20 over from Montreal to Miami with a hotspot through the Carolinas. And lo and behold, it seems to be turning out that way. Sam, what radio are you running?
That way. Sam, what radio are you running?
Have a Kenwood TS-830S, one of the older rigs, into an in-fed antenna outside. Just got everything set up and put up about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Roger that. So you're running your compressor at about a 3. Is that a Roger?
Compressor at about a 3. Is that a Roger?
That I have the level turned up. I think it's turned up pretty much the whole way. Do I need to back off of it a little bit?
Yes, sir. We're only looking for about a third of the capability of the compressor. We don't want to actually hear it working. When you start exceeding the speed limit on the compressor, you start sucking up between words, and you don't need that. The compressor will do all that it needs to do with about a 3. So if we're just looking for about a third of the capability of that compressor. If you have a rotary dial, as far as an input control, you want to set that at probably about a 10 or 11, somewhere in there, Roger?
Or 11, somewhere in there, Roger.
All right, sir, turn it down. It's about 10 and 11 o'clock.
If it has numbers, like I say, if it's 1 to 10, you want to set it on 3. If it's 1 to 100, you want to set it on 30, Roger.
Set it on 30, Roger.
Yes, sir.
So, Sam, you have kind of faded out or down. Let's see where it goes here for a second. The other thing is about your ALC meter. After you get your compressor set there at about a third of its capabilities, you need to go to your ALC and adjust the ALC by way of your mic gain to where your ALC meter is showing mid-scale to 2/3. Roger?
To 2/3, Roger.
All right, I will that now. I'm not getting much swing on the ALC scale like we are.
Okay, I can see by your audio that your dynamic range is not where it needs to be. You need to be at about a 3 dB dynamic range. Right now, that last transmission, it looked like it was a 5 or 6 dB dynamic range. So you want to be sure that you set that ALC at mid-scale to 2/3. So and the way you set that is you're in transmit and you're just talking along, and you're talking in your regular normal voice. You're not trying to set a level 1 2 3. You're not trying to do that. You're just trying to adjust that ALC for mid-scale to 2/3 in your normal speaking voice. Roger?
Normal speaking voice, Roger.
All right. See how that goes.
Sam, your signal has faded almost out there. I did not copy you hardly at all that time. So I'll leave you with that to just take notes. Compressor, you want to run that at about a third of its capability. And then your ALC, once you get the compressor in line at a third of its capability, then you want to move to your ALC with mic gain in hand and adjust your ALC to where when you're speaking in just a normal voice, the way you normally address your microphone, that you bring your mic gain to where that ALC meter is moving mid-scale to 2/3. Roger?
Mid-scale to 2/3, Roger.
Yes, sir, I do copy that. Now I can go out to all parts. I dropped out.
Well, Sam, let me say thanks to you. We'll try this later on today, or maybe next Friday. I'd like to hear you. So if you have a chance to check in next Friday, would probably be the best. Conditions might be just absolutely perfect, and I'll be able to hear how it sounds if you've made those adjustments.